sticking his elbows out at the moment. There's 3 laps to go, 2.5 laps to go. I think as he's going to do the same advantage, but he's going to hold off David Gonzalez.
No,
Brian.
it's not.
No, it's Brian. It's Brian again, and he
Back at him, tries to stand him up in the middle of the corner as well. Absolutely brilliant.
rubbing this yesterday. We're going to see his best on the last couple of laps. So it's still Brian Uriarte that leads. He's got it. He won't be passed through the last corners, and he's going to pick up the record number of victories. Paint off each other, and yet they're not slowed down at all, are they? Because they didn't lose ground to Uriarte and over Marco Morelli. David Gonzalez, disappointed not to win yesterday. So determined. Veda Ega Pratama is there in third place, but up the inside comes David Gonzalez.
Go on, David! Go on,
in that battle.
Well, then just behind them, you've got Pugliese, Zemmitani, who started.
Determined to do it today.
Tell you what, Brian is certainly was yesterday.
Brian's going to get the drive out, but he's surely come
from fourth on the grid. He's in sixth, just ahead of Danish now in seventh, who's dispatched Ramadin. Most cunning of all of them, wasn't he? I mean, that's what it's about when you're just preparing for anything to happen. You know,
that's right. But he
just pushes him right wide through there into 2B. It's all fairly sensible. Deeper, we see fastest laps of the race, the fastest rider on track of the race so far. Hakim will take advantage. You're like a fox, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he was a battle of 4 men, and he was fourth.
Up towards turn 3.
And the ducking and diving, Christian Daniel looking for a way past, can't find it. Brian Uriarte second.
Danish.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant stuff. He knows what he's got to do. So even Danish, he went into the race to 1 point round that last lap yesterday.
Yeah, really, really impressive. Well, it's
then to Veda Pratama as they call out of the first gear corner at the top of the hill. As I said, saying that the bike was only 80% sorted. He's riding around any kind of problems that he's
all about to go off well and truly. Ramadika in the background taking charge of the chasing pack.
And they're all safely away so far, but Brian exactly where he wants to be, chasing Veda Pratama. Got at the moment fastest man on track.
The other 20% has got to come from him, and that other 20% came from Marco. 4.5 seconds a gap now. Benyat Fernandez just behind him. Pugliese, Famara into the top 10.
And he chased him all the way yesterday to pass him on the penultimate corner. I wonder if he's going to do the same thing. Christian
Daniel there as he pushes Pratama out wide as they flick it right, then left onto the pushing 10th. Thompson 11th. Clock, Daniel Monignane are in that group as well.
And Daniel Jr. on 70, but Morelli tries to squeeze him. Superb stuff, but Christian Daniel gets through.
Straight here from turn 6. Uriarte over the curbs, having to jump back onto the track.
I think Veda's got to do something different going down the back straight. And then up the inside comes Morelli to take the lead. The American is up into third place where he finished yesterday.
Absolutely brilliant. You've got to keep an eye as well on Hakim, really drilling the pace, isn't he, Peter? But he's got a lot of riders able to come with him.
Yeah, he has. And David Gonzalez from Brian Uriarte. Third is David Gonzalez.
Straight back.
Yeah, he does.
Danish in 9th place, former championship leader now. He now sits 2nd place in the standings, 4 points off the lead.
You know, he had a fall yesterday. He said he was going for pole. He just pushed and pushed and pushed until he pushed too hard. And otherwise, he will struggle. He won't, you know, down that back straight on the last lap. Right up.
He is where he started in 9th position. He's got the yellow helmet at the back of the first couple of groups. Keep
slid off, but he said, I'm okay, the bike's okay, you know, I'm going to do it in the race. And he's chasing Brian Uriarte.
Gonzalez looks up the inside, but does he go? No, he doesn't. Well, he does a little bit because Brian squirts back up the inside there again. An eye on his progress.
Yeah, superb start for all these guys. It really is building up into something very strongly now.
Morelli just really wants to make another move back on Pratama and get through again. He clearly, that's what we're talking about. You know, you just can't imagine how close their wheels are to touching each other.
Special. I wonder whether Pratama and Uriarte can break away.
Yeah,
Christian Daniel
thinks he's got better pace, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Yes, absolutely. And you know, as I say, Marco. That's right.
It's just so extreme.
It is just a lap and a half remaining now. If Christian Daniel said he didn't get into the groove quickly enough yesterday, up the inside of the number 11, is capable of anything, anytime, any weekend. His head has just got to be in it, and it's in it at the moment. Zemmitani has anything left in his left shoulder. He's about to use it because is David Gonzalez. Christian Daniel said he didn't get into the groove quickly enough in the wet yesterday. It was moment.
I think you've described him right. He is an enigma, isn't he? He's one of those riders you just think on his given day.
He's got to start making a play towards the front.
Through Curvone, they come for the penultimate.
Determined to do it today. He is now in the groove, right behind Brian Uriarte.
Wow, look at this. Chris fastest in the race, no question.
Great pass by Veda Pratama up into
time. Uriarte leads Gonzalez. He goes wide again.
He's on the green again. You know,
this is super impressive. He's not just quick in the wet as he was yesterday. He's quick in the dry too. That's where he got his first.
Second place behind Brian Uriarte.
And Dan Gonzalez really lost out. He's been properly pushed back now.
Things he can't afford. He hasn't had a warning yet, I don't think. But he can't afford to do that on the last lap. Otherwise, he's
podium at the start of the year in Jerez, and we now have a 1, 2, 3. It looked like Veda was really moves through into third as well. A couple of riders I want to keep an eye on. Peter Carr pushing in ninth. He had good pace.
Very likely to lose a place. He knows that though. I'd be surprised to see him make that mistake on the last lap. But anyway,
trying to break away at the start of it, but they've caught him right back up. Will we see any kind of moves into last time around? Then you've got Benyat Fernandez and Christian Daniel, 10th and 11th. Not seen too much of them this weekend, but
we'll see. Okay, so Brian Uriarte leads, a lap and a half remaining.
Towards 2A and 2B. Daniel looking towards the inside, but thinks better of it. And they have been big, heavy hitters the last few rounds in Rookies Cup. Can they do something today? Or maybe 5 riders in the lead group. Only 3 will end up on the podium. 1 winner. This is it.
Marco Morelli was well off in the green stuff, exiting the first corner on that time, so we had some track for them
tomorrow to cap off their great seasons.
Well, that's right. They've both been podium guys, haven't they? And they've both been quick.
Final lap of Rookies Cup 2025 on its way. The Champion League.
His warnings yesterday, they've got to watch that.
Towards turn 3 they come then.
And they've really just got to put it together in this final weekend.
Ramadeepa, fastest rider on track then, just in the back of them, over the line. But who will sign off in P1?
Put your money down. Come on, Matt.
It's gonna 54 leads, 51, 70, 95, 11, 34 of Mitani, 6th back of this group. Dinesh still in 7th place, not able to make any inroads on Mitani just ahead of him. It looks like Veda Pratama.
No, Brian has got it. Brian has got it. You know,
Singapore 7th, great stuff from him. Can't push him up from 8th place to 7th. He had, but Mitani just pushes him way wide, forces him well wide, and Joel Pons has unfortunately.
No, I'm gonna put the money on Morelli.
Oh,
Morelli,
you just laid 3 riders nearly. As he's also overtaken Singapore now as well. Dinesh not making the progress that he needs to be making at this. Gone down at turn 15. Oh, it's been a torrid year for poor Joel. He looked really good at practice.
Right, so the last lap, up the inside comes Veda Pratama, pushing Marco Morelli back to 4th place. Sent Mitani
stage of the season.
Right, and Danny Revolta was saying that it's a case